No matter how long you've been a smoker, quitting is just not that easy, and for good reason. It's addictive. In fact, this quote from Mark Twain sums it up perfectly. Giving up smoking is the easiest thing in the world. I know because I've done it thousands of times. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, research suggests that nicotine may be as addictive as heroin, cocaine, or alcohol. No wonder this has been a hard habit to break. Failure rate for smokers is almost 100%. A lot of people try to quit smoking and most fail. In fact, according to the American Cancer Society, only about 4 to 7% of people are able to quit smoking on any given attempt without help. And that is a sad statistic when you compare it to the fact that a recent study done by the CDC showed that 70% of current smokers would like to quit completely. And even when you are determined to stop once and for all, there are common mistakes that most smokers make over and over again that keep them from reaching their goal of becoming a non-smoker. With the right approach, you'll succeed just like these Smoke Away customers did.
What I really like about Smoke Away is the fact that it's all natural, it's all herbs, and the whole reason behind me quitting smoking was to quit putting the chemicals in my body, which in fact is what you're doing when you put the patch on. I know I'm putting health in my body, I'm actually refueling my body with all natural products. So the fact that it works and I'm doing it naturally is, it's a win-win situation for me.
I've been smoking for like 30 years, 35 years. I tried various different ways to quit smoking, which I couldn't do, so I heard a commercial. Tried Smoke Away. 1 week I quit smoking. And that's been about a year now, almost a year.
I've been a smoker was a smoker for 43 years. I tried quitting many times. I've tried everything on the market. And then I saw the Smoke Away program on television and thought, well, I've tried everything else, might as well give this a chance. So I sent away for it, and since the first day that I used Smoke Away, I have not wanted a cigarette at all.
I tried the gum, I tried hypnosis, I tried the patches, I tried cold turkey, I tried substitution, things to do with your hand, things to do with your mouth. I tried everything you could think of, pressure points. Anything to stop that, but nothing worked. I had never been able to visualize myself as a non-smoker, but this product made it so easy. It just blew my mind. I couldn't believe it was so easy.
So why do most smokers fail when they try to quit? One of the problems is that most people try to use patches and nicotine gum as their primary method of quitting. The problem with this approach is that nicotine is still going into your system. And remember, nicotine is the very thing that keeps you addicted. So ultimately, this approach won't produce lasting results. Think of it this way. Would you give an alcoholic more drinks to get him to quit? Would you give a dieter more cake and candy to help him lose weight? Of course not. So why would anyone want to put more nicotine into their bodies when it's the nicotine they're trying to lose their addiction to? That's why e-cigs don't work. The latest craze is e-cigarettes or vaping units. They are not for people that truly want to quit smoking. They're simply replacing one expensive habit for another. If they really helped you quit smoking, you wouldn't see a vape shop on every corner selling batteries, filters, nicotine juices, etc. They have to keep people hooked in order to stay in business. Also, as time goes by, researchers are finding out that e-cigs may be just as harmful as real cigarettes. To quit smoking, you eventually have to get off the nicotine, and withdrawal from nicotine can be very unpleasant. It's a big reason why even those that are the most committed go back. Another reason many fail is that they underestimate the amount of nicotine that remains in their system, even after they quit. The body tissues store nicotine, and until all of it is flushed out of the body, the brain will continue to crave it, making it almost impossible for you.
I tried the patch several times. I tried chewing gum, but I'm not a gum chewer. I figured that I'm trying to get away from nicotine. It's silly to put nicotine in your body when that's the exact thing that you're trying to get away from. I have 9 grandchildren, and I'm very, very close to all of them, and they're all little, and they all say, Grandma, we wish you wouldn't smoke, and please don't smoke. We want you around a long time. And so for them, and for me. Now I visit them, and I can take them places and be in their little world without having to stop to have a cigarette. And they come in the house and they go, "Wow, Grandma, your house smells so good now," you know. Honest to God, they do.
It took about 3 days for the craving to go away. And after that, I never touched another cigarette.
It's so nice to be able to wake up in the morning and not want a cigarette. Since I've used Smoke Away, I have not woken up once and wanted a cigarette.
For me, it worked overnight. The instructions tell you to take 3 at bedtime. The very first dose, you take 3 of these pills at bedtime and go to sleep and wake up in the morning, and with breakfast take 3 more. Well, I did exactly that, and I didn't have the urge, and I know it worked the first day for me. I quit overnight.
The first thing I did was look at the bottle to see if there were any chemicals in it. And there are no chemicals in it, which I like very much. They're all herbs of some type, and obviously a perfect blend because they're very effective. And the Smoke Away is just the truth. It's just absolutely unbelievable that combination of herbs is what they are. There's no chemicals in this thing at all. Could get her to quit after all these years of smoking. It's just unbelievable.
Breaking any addiction takes a calculated and methodical approach, and without addressing all of the potential pitfalls associated with the addiction, most people will fail. Smoke Away uses a multi-part system to ensure their users succeed. By addressing all of the factors associated with nicotine withdrawal, users of the Smoke Away system are in a position to finally reach their goal of quitting. First, their all-natural herbal formulation in Formula 1 keeps you calm and comfortable as the nicotine withdrawal begins. Passion flower, ginseng, bayberry root, and echinacea powder are just a few of the powerful ingredients that work independently and synergistically to help you stay calm and comfortable in spite of the nasty withdrawal symptoms your body throws at you. And while the withdrawals can be the #1 reason so many smokers fail to quit, it is only the first step. Next, the Smoke Away Maintenance Program begins to flush the residual nicotine out of your system naturally. Failing to rid the body of the stored nicotine is what is responsible for the relapse so many smokers experience. With nicotine present even in small amounts, the brain is triggered to crave more. As this excess nicotine is flushed out of your body will return to the state it was before you ever picked up a cigarette. In fact, according to the American Cancer Society, here is what happens to your body after you've quit. 20 minutes after quitting, your heart rate and blood pressure drop. 12 hours after quitting, the carbon monoxide level in your blood drops to normal. 2 weeks to 3 months after quitting, your circulation improves and your lung function increases. 1 to 9 months after quitting, coughing and shortness of breath decrease. Tiny hair-like structures that move mucus out of the lungs, called cilia, start to regain normal function in your lungs, increasing their ability to handle mucus, clean the lungs, and reduce the risk of infection. So you will see benefits literally minutes after quitting, and the body will begin to repair itself. But it gets even better. 1 year after quitting, the excess risk of coronary heart disease is half that of someone who still smokes. Your heart attack risk drops dramatically. 5 years after quitting, your risk of cancers of the mouth, throat, esophagus, and bladder is cut in half. Cervical cancer risk falls to that of a non-smoker. Your stroke risk can fall to that of a non-smoker after 2 to 5 years. 10 years after quitting, your risk of dying from lung cancer is about half of that of a person who is still smoking. Your risk of cancer of the larynx, voice box, and pancreas decreases. 15 years after quitting smoking, your risk of coronary heart disease is that of a non-smoker. When you follow the simple 3-step plan, you'll be well on your way to stop smoking like these happy Smoke Away users.
Before I stopped smoking, I couldn't play with my grandkids. I could watch them. I could buy them toys and watch them play with them. But I couldn't keep up with them. I can do things with my grandkids now. I can play with them now. I can run with them now. I can play ball.
Smoke Away is a product that I would absolutely refer to my friends. I love my surroundings. I love the people around me, family, friends, and just to know that there's a product out there that's available, that's all natural, all herbs, is something that, I want everybody in my life to have in their lives as well.
Anybody that loves someone else who is dependent on tobacco, if you really love them, you would get them this product and help them get off that tobacco before it sickens them more or kills them. Well, I kept bugging my son to quit smoking while he's still young and strong. I said, Dad, I'll quit when you do. I got him now. I saw the ads for Smoke Away and I thought, I ain't got nothing to lose. It's either try that, maybe it'll work. I'm going to die if I don't. But it worked.
I actually am an athlete, and I never in a million years would have thought I would start smoking, and it's such an addiction, and that's why Smoke Away is amazing, because it really, really, really helps you stop.
An additional but common issue that people face when trying to quit are the mental challenges. The stress that comes along with quitting can often be harder to overcome than the withdrawals themselves. That's why, as part of Smoke Away's comprehensive program, they're currently offering, for a limited time, an extremely effective audio support program developed to deal with the most severe mental triggers you may face, and it's absolutely free with every Smoke Away kit. Their custom audio program is designed to help you navigate effortlessly through all of the mental obstacles you may face, and it's yours, free, when you order your guaranteed Smoke Away program. In an effort to help the millions of smokers trying to quit, the makers of Smoke Away have arranged for a limited time to provide our viewers a completely risk-free way to try Smoke Away for themselves. Simply click below to find out how you can obtain the Smoke Away program, including the free audio program to help you effortlessly deal with the mental aspects of quitting, entirely risk-free. And the best part is, it is 100% guaranteed to work for you. In fact, if you don't quit smoking once and for all, you owe nothing. But don't wait, supplies are very limited. Click below.